A 27-yard return for Paul Palmer. If you look at Bob Galliano, the G is silent. Galliano is the way it's pronounced, and he starts at quarterback, not Rodney Peake. The rest of the offensive lineup then for the Detroit Lions. Lomas, Brown, Andolsek, Kevin Glover, the center, Utley and Salem. Those are the down linemen. Then you come with all the wideouts. Barry Sanders, the lone setback. The 4 wide receivers, Johnson, Stanley, Mobley, and Clark. Tony Page comes in as well as a blocking back when they do load up in the backfield with Sanders. First down, Lions. Galliano to pass on first down. Does, and it's incomplete. He was looking in the direction of Richard Johnson, but it was badly overthrown. Take a look at that defense for the line, or for Chicago rather. Armstrong, McMichael, Hampton, and Richard Dent. They will play only one linebacker today, that being Mike Singletary, and they will really load up in the secondary. Lynch, Stinson, Paul, Duerson, Jackson, and Sean Gale. The rookie, Donnell Wolford, has been inactive today. He has a shoulder injury, separated that slightly last week after an interception. First down at the 38 for the Lions. They trail 3-0 after Butler's 21-yard field goal. This is Sanders. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. Lemuel Stinson got there first.
Lemuel Stinson comes out of Texas Tech, and of course down there they're used to seeing this run and shoot, with Houston being in that same division, so he's not going to be fooled too much about what the Lions offense is doing with this.
This is Barry Sanders. Gets a pretty good block on the corner, out across the 30 to the 35-yard line, and there's a flag on top of that. Singletary drove him out of bounds and got some help from Marcus Paul.
Somebody stayed at the fair just a little bit too long on the play and tackled Barry Sanders while he was on the white out of bounds marker, and that's probably why the penalty was thrown. A face mask on the play.
And it's on Marcus Paul, number 36.
The key there, though, is you saw Sanders as he came out around the corner.
Incidental face mask, 5-yard penalty, defense, first down.
There's the 5 and 15 rule. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
And now you see why. Watch Vesty Jackson, number 24. He's going to react to Barry Sanders running the football. Now watch this little move here by Sanders. That little step inside, pulls it back outside, and heads around the corner. That's that thing that makes you kind of special. You know, there's the face mask right there by Marcus Paul, just as he was reaching across to try to grab Barry Sanders. Unfortunately, got some face masks on the play.
And gain a little bit more confidence back in this ballgame.
It's first down and 10, Lions at the 46 as we start the second 15 minutes of this ballgame. Sanders again pushes his blockers ahead across the 45 to the 43-yard line. Barry Sanders showing some strength. He's only 5'8", 203 pounds, but he got behind his lineman and pushed everything forward.
I think that's the thing that makes him a special running back. As you look at the time of possession, you can see where the Lions just have not been successful in maintaining their drive. And as you mentioned before, the fumble was one key reason.
Linemen in the game, that includes William Perry, Dan Hampton, and Steve McMichael inside.
Galliano. Here's Sanders. Sanders hit by Singletary at the 16. Mike Singletary, a 9-year veteran, tackling the rookie Barry Sanders. Sanders, the second youngest player in the NFL, was in 7th grade when Mike Singletary was playing in the NFL.
He's getting his graduate degree now against Mike Singletary. I tell you, one thing the Bears said that they were going to do, and they've indeed done it, going with 5 defensive linemen there. Now William Perry is going out of the game, so they'll go with a conventional 4-1-6 setup. But the thing that they're trying to do is get some outside pressure and reduce the pocket for Galliano. That makes him throw the football faster. Now you can see they only have 4 down linemen in the game.
First down and 10 at the 17 for the Lions. Sanders breaks one tackle and drags another down to the 15.
Trace Armstrong had a handful of jersey, and he's trying to break. Barry Sanders is trying to break away on the play. Now, watching here, that's where you're going to see Armstrong come away from. Now, he's just going to slant inside on the line. Oh, excuse me, that's Hampton. But watch Armstrong come from the backside. Now, watch Barry Sanders' jersey. He gets stretched right there. Now, that's that leg drive from Sanders. He's pulling away and trying to take Trace down the field with it.
He's got that low center of gravity. Very strong legs. Various tacklers out to the 35-yard line.
Detroit has got to block the backside in on the running plays. Trace Armstrong chases the play down from the backside. You hear that backside tackle, you know that your first responsibility is going to be to cut off 93 Trace Armstrong to keep him from pursuing down the line of scrimmage, because he is awfully quick and making that play on your back before you can even get out of the backfield. But he never defensive backs.
First down at the 23. Sanders breaks 2 more tackles and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Armstrong finally pulls him down.
You get a young running back like a Barry Sanders, I guess the comparisons are inevitable. He says that one of his heroes growing up was the Kansas Comet. He grew up in Wichita, Kansas. Gale Sayers, of course, being from Kansas State. You look at him, though, you see a little bit of Billy Sims, you see a little bit of Walter Payton, but most of all, you see a new guy, Barry Sanders, very special running back. Plays like that are not easy to get out of when you're facing 5 or 6 tacklers, and all of a sudden you gain 2 yards, 3 yards on the play.
Second youngest player in the NFL, Barry Sanders. He's 21. As you look at Mike Ditka, Sanders now 62 yards in 9 carries. Galliano in a whole lot of trouble. William Perry will get credit with a sack. He may get a flag, too, if he's not careful.
Right side of your screen now, sir. We're going to have a replay coming up for you. William Perry, watch him here. Doesn't get blocked. Just comes simply, rushes past Mike Utley, and you're going to see Bob Galliano drop back, and he sees a major appliance in his face, and he goes, oh, no. Now, what the argument was over is, could William Perry have let go of Bob Galliano a little earlier? No, why? That's just defensive play. He didn't sling him to the ground. He maintained control on his jersey.
Second sack of the day, a loss of 15. Third, and it's 27-13 Chicago. First down and 10 Lions at the 47. Barry Sanders across midfield into Chicago territory before Trace Armstrong can pull him down.
If the run and shoot is going to be successful running the football on a regular basis, you got to block Trace Armstrong. I said the tackle's got to block him, but also one of the things that hurts this offense when you want to run and you get that backside pressure, defensive lineman chasing the plays down from the back, is there's no tight end to help scoop block on that backside with the tackle, and then you come up and block the linebacker as well. That's linebacker.
It'll be second down and 6. Again, it's Sanders to the 44-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the first down. He was tripped up by Dave Duerson and Dan Hampton. The Bears have beaten the Lions 9 straight times.
So Dan Hampton talking to Richard Denton there, and I think what the thing he's asking Richard to do is to close the play down from the backside. Richard kind of took it easy on the backside of that play, and what you really have to do is slam that play down from the backside, and Richard Denton can get the tackle in the backfield, just like Trace Armstrong has been doing from the other side.
Ball at the 37. First down, this is Sanders again. He gets about 3 or 4 more. Steve McMichael and Trace Armstrong will get credit for the tackle. He's getting a workout.
He sure is. And one of the things you have to appreciate in the stretch offense is now you're seeing traps, you're seeing counter plays, everything out of the stretch offense.
Straight ahead across the 35 to the 36-yard line. We're told that Sanders has bruised ribs but will return. Barry Sanders. It'll be second down and 4 at the 36. Boy, you hate to have Barry Sanders sitting out at a time like this. They need 2 touchdowns. And he doesn't look like he's going to return there, does he?
It looks kind of like he's cooling out over there. Getting some more rushmen. They got Kevin Brookson, big guy, local guy, but he hasn't been really putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Maybe they need to send Michael Kofor even more than they have been.
If you're Barry Sanders, as you look at this reminder, NFL Today coming up with all the scores and highlights of the day, but if you're Barry Sanders, you put in another strong afternoon and you come up way on the short side of the scoreboard.
Well, when you're developing a team, though, you've got to expect those kinds of situations. Yeah, you would love to have won the first 2 games when you're really in them in the 4th quarter and had a chance to, to go ahead and win the ball games. Some positives in what you've done and what you've been able to accomplish in a day against a very tough Bears defense.